So, Rick, you're over in Ukraine at the moment. You're in Lviv, and you say you've been visiting a camp for displaced individuals. Can you tell us what the atmosphere is like over there in the camp and in Lviv more generally?
We spent almost a day now here in Ukraine, and the mood in the city centre and walking around is very much like any city centre. You wouldn't necessarily know um, that the country is at war. Of course, lots of people are slightly nervous about the year. Marking 1 year of the invasion this week. They think that that might see an uptick in missile strikes. These are like a weekly occurrence here in Lviv. There's shelters in most buildings or places around, and when you hear the sirens, it's sort of up to each person how they react. Most people will go into a shelter, but I think a lot of people have also sort of got used to the fact that this is a part of life.
There have been rumors coming out in the last hour that President Joe Biden is due to visit Kyiv. There's images online of roads shut down, uh, air traffic reports of US military planes in the air. Can you tell us what you've heard on the ground and what it would mean for Ukraine if Biden was to visit?
So we've been following closely the news of Biden arriving in Ukraine, in Kyiv. The first signs we had was that there was a lot of security presence and roadblocks in Kyiv. There has been a lot of convoys of SUVs going through the capital. We've seen photos of that on Telegram and on social media. We've also seen evidence of a US Air Force plane hovering over the Polish-Ukraine border. We're yet to have official confirmation that Biden is in Kyiv, but there's a lot of signs that that is what's happening. I've spoken to a couple of people here about how they feel about such a visit. Obviously, people here are aware that the US is a major ally for Ukraine. It's been a big backer in this war, from aid to weapons to diplomatic pressure, sanctions on Russia. So obviously, it's a welcome visit, another sure sign of that rock-solid support from the US towards Ukraine. But people here obviously think that this will also maybe provoke a reaction from Russia. That could mean more missile attacks on infrastructure around the country, and it could mean more offensives in the east.